Salute, folks. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, returning today to whap and tap on your head with another ADH Wealth Solution article. Today's article is from The Real Deal, which is a real estate news magazine, entitled "Scammer Pleads Guilty to $24 Million Real Estate Ponzi Scheme in California." Before I go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. A California man pleaded guilty last week to crimes related to a $24 million real estate Ponzi scheme that spanned almost 2 decades. Paul Horton Smith Sr., 59, of Moreno Valley in Riverside County, scammed more than 200 investors and pleaded guilty to 1 count of wire fraud, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a news release. Operating under companies such as North Star Communications LLC, Planning Services Inc., and eGate LLC, Smith targeted elderly or retired people between July 2000 and May 2020. He convinced investors to put their money into what he called North Star, misrepresenting it as an annuity or a similar secure real estate investment. Some investors were former clients of Planning Services. Smith employed various communication channels, including in-person meetings, phone calls, emails, and text messages to deceive investors about North Star's business. He claimed the investment would yield a fixed return, presenting it as a safe venture. However, Smith never actually invested the funds. Instead, he deposited all the money into a non-interest-bearing checking account. The scheme involved using funds from new investors to cover interest payments to earlier ones and repay those seeking to withdraw their investment. In April 2019, Smith convinced a victim to invest $400,000, promising a 5% rate of return. Instead, he redirected the funds to other victims, making attempts to conceal the fraudulent activity by making payments to the initial investor. More than 100 victims were never repaid, resulting in losses over $13 million. A sentencing hearing is scheduled for April 1, where Smith faces a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. The investigation was conducted by the FBI with the assistance of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, which had filed a complaint and secured a judgment against Smith and North Star Communications LLC in 2020. Real estate Ponzi schemes aren't new. Last year, a Los Angeles man was charged with 110 felonies and 3 special allegations for allegedly running an $8 million Ponzi scheme involving the development of buildings. Between 2010 and 2020, Jeffrey H. Tamkin allegedly ran the Tamkin Development Corporation and the Public Facilities Investment Corporation, the California Attorney General said in a news release. Tamkin developed buildings for public agencies and, once developed, leased the buildings back to the agencies for a profit. He promised his investors, many of whom were elderly, high interest rates, provided them with investment memoranda and brochures, and personally guaranteed the investments, which many of his victims relied upon. The information provided to investors, some of who he recruited from organizations such as Hillcrest Country Club, the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, and the Music Center's Fraternity of Friends, omitted many material facts needed by the investors to determine the security of their funds, the release said. So that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass. work in progress every day and see success. And remember, folks, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.